Sanara Adonai Susani that I gunara kunhunareha gunara amen. Amen, amen. I say to you, truly I tell you, I am the two voices, Metatron and heavenly speaking, Tetragrammaton. The voices of the Lord's and Father. I will give you the treasure of darkness and the hoards in secret places, that you may know that it is I, the Almighty, who call you by your name. Isaiah 45:3. Ay. This is why you remember those times when I was posting those people's names and who they are, those channels names that I am posting, when they've done something to me and despising me, when like that, I don't want to speak about those people, those demons, those demons. They only see the evil of themselves, in others, which they cannot see the 3Ds inside them, the diablos, the devils, and the demons. The treasure of darkness, it is what they are spowing to others. The hoards in secret places is the Bible. Is the Bible that from the treasure of darkness? Why treasure of darkness? Is because we were sold for shekels. That does not even, cost for a pen. Nothing, because it was just lead, L-E-A-D, And also it is a sign when I call you by your name from the past, to know that I am the Lord your God, who call everyone by your name. The Almighty who call everyone by your name. It is not the name that you have now. It is the name that you have before you become now. For example, that woman, Athaliah, or call herself Jews, Delaverdaizov, whatever her name is. I don't want to speak her name because I just want to push her to hell. That when I call her Athaliah, when I call her that means she is a woman who massacred the children of God in disguise as a royal member of the house of Judah. Those that I've been tagging, that I've called them in their name, that is the name that they have in the past. The treasure of darkness inside them. When I call them and judging them through the radiations of their comments, through their vibrations of their comments, and through their voice, their, how they speak. I won't say VOICES because I am that. That too, another thing. But it is my Father's job, through the voices, he see who is this speaking. And that when Father hears something from that voice, that's when Father would tell me, Matt, I don't want you to leave this, girl. And then, because I'm the one who discovered how to resurrect myself. While the others found their own. When we come to the world in the beginning, that was for us to find what we are capable of. Like I've stated in the record before, when we were in heaven, my brothers always fight daily. I say this in the record before. And God and I always on the side because no one, he always on the side. And I say this in my record before, And then the king of the Jewish, Yahweh, okay, called Jesus, not a man, he's a woman. I am, I am Yahweh, he is Yahweh, or what you non vale, the eternal. For I was then in the entity. When I was in the entity, My father was after the nth. The nth, that is the ear part of the living, while mom was on the other side. You know? And then when my brothers comes out, because as a family, we always make sure first, before the youngers, not to be put to death, which is treasures of darkness, because the world in the beginning was formed none. It was deformed, deformed, you know. Isaiah 45:3, I will give you the treasures of darkness that you have been doing throughout your past lives, like that Atalaya. Those I've been tagging and calling them their names. That is the treasure of darkness that they receive in this end. The hoards that they have in their secret places. The hoards that they have in their secret places, which I am taking every time I tag them through the post. It is spiritual and physical that I am doing every time I tag someone. When it is praising for you, then that is lifting the curse in you. But when I am saying different thing, that is when I am cursing more spiritually, because angels don't curse in the physical. As in metaphysical, we are already all this. Everything that we speak in Tetragrammaton, it's about spell. That is why Diablos don't like me. Why? Because they don't understand what I speak, and also it hurts their ear every time I speak. They don't like to listen to me. And those nomads, what you call demons, no medicines, they don't like to hear my voices. Because my voices is to make them feel conscious, but they hated that because they are full of ego. The demons are full of egos. While Diablos and devils don't like a speech of things that like this, how I speak. The devils don't like it. Diablos hurt its ear when they hear my father speak as I am. Or when my father speak, for he know the voice of my papa and I. The voice of my papa is a sharp word, but it is very, very calm. It is very, very calm. While the Lord's voice is very, 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 like a thunder, and it's very, it is a God's knives that cutting its pieces. While my voice is to lift the curses. Like example, when my brother says, I curse you to die, like this, like all they've been doing throughout the past in the Bible, written in the Bible. I curse you to die. And then, only I can lift that and the Father, because He is, both of them have a deadly, my Father, through His emotions, because when you hurt Father, that is disrespect, which is what my Father been hurt, the Son get hurt, and He's the one who stand for, which in this end, people hoard all that darkness that they have treasured throughout their past lives as their mortal sin. As their mortal sin. That they hoard in their secret places. What is their secret places? The heart, the breath of life, your lungs, and the bones. Because you are the same person from the beginning. You just have into a new, fresh, physical last book But that's it. You know? It's still the same from the breath of life. You just like been moksha. You just been moksha, given a last part of your feet so that you can get it right, defeating the evil of inside you, you know. But humans only judge by the flesh. They cannot, they judge the flesh. They see the evil of in other people because they are blinds of who is who. You know, they think it's all about game. They cannot see even their own souls for judging others. You know? Humans, I see souls, I see spirits, I speak to all kind of the worlds, realms. You don't. I'm discerning enough to detest every kind of mortals on the world. Because I see through every fleshes. I see through every rejections through comments. If in the beginning, I choose who to speak to, and with that I uses my brother's energy, then that's when they become them, for them to incarnate us. Us. Immortal. You know? And with that, we give it to others for a wealth that you will acquire. You know? Because only gods can do this. We were only little. We want to have more. That is why we multiply, because we have kingdoms and there's no one's there. Why? All those you called fallen angel left my father. And we don't want, we ask them for 3 decades. But they just become worse and worse and worse and worse. Even their descendant. They don't discern enough to detest every humanity. Instead, they judge every humanity that they cannot see. Who is it behind? There's many of you that been transgressed. You are copied from one to the other. When the demons imitate, the devils can imitate, the diablos can imitate. If they imitate one of the angels, then that can be one of the angels. It's like printing copy. And that is why we are very, very careful of this end. Not to take back those who we've been. Keep coming back for 3 decades. 3,000 years. We've been trying to discern them. But all they do is curse my lords. So in this end, we cannot live forever like this. Look around you. There's no peace and harmony for the kings of heavens. There's no peace and harmony for the Lord and my papa and my mama. Because the world become their own preachers, teachers of the laws. I am the laws that surpasses the heavenly laws, humans. For I am embodied. Let it be known to the known, true lovers of gods.